What's going on, my dudes? So checking in with the first video of 2022. I hope you're all having a solid new year. I hope all is gone well. I hope you got the presents you were hoping for on Christmas Day. And I hope everyone in your family is well. And I hope only the best for you all. We are here today. This is the first video of 22, and we are here today to talk about some manga. The last two videos I did, which both came out in 21, were about vinyl, and it was my year-end list, and I wanted to get them both out last year, and now we're starting the brand new year, January 1st. Hopefully this does come out January 1st. I want to talk about all the manga that I picked up in December of last year. Before that, I'd done a manga video about, was it like 50 volumes, and that was collected from October and November, and I remember saying that I no longer wanted to do any hauls that big, or any manga hauls that big ever again. I also, like right at the end of the year, towards the end of the year, did my whole collection. I showed off everything I had up until that point, and my collection's grown a little bit since then, but not much. And some of the stuff that I'm going to show you right now was in my overall collection video where I showed my 222 volumes. I think it might be slightly bigger now, but not by much. But I just wanted to focus on these volumes because these volumes were added to the collection in December, and I just thought this would be a cool video to open January with. Yeah, I hope you're all having a solid new year. I think I'd mentioned that already, but I just wanted to emphasize that I do care. And yeah, I look forward to whatever craziness 22 is going to bring our way, and hopefully it isn't more of the same. All right, so let's just kick this thing off. I showed this in my overall collection video. I don't know if you watched it or not, but I now have the complete set of Goodnight Boon Boon. I have volumes 1 and 2 on the shelf behind me. They're actually right there. And yeah, I've got volume 3 here. I have not started them yet. Volume 4, 5, 6, and 7. These are all sealed. Everything is sealed except for volume 3, and it feels good to finally have the whole set. I'm doing my Gigant video next. I finally finished all 6 volumes of Gigant, or all, was it 6? Oh yeah, all 6 volumes of Gigant that are available right now physically. Now I'm gonna sit down and go through everything again, just so that I can make my video about Gigant. I have a Let's Talk About coming up too, which I'm excited about. I have a lot of stuff coming up, and I'm really excited for the work that I'm going to be putting in going into 22 with my vinyl journeys and with my manga videos. And I've talked about it a little bit in different videos on the channel, and one of the things that I'm going to be talking about soon is, that's the second volume, but this is the first right here. Hitomi-chan is Shy with Strangers, and this is a really cute manga. Yeah, like I'm gonna be doing my Goodnight Boon Boon video soon as well. Hopefully, I've got like a lot of stuff kind of in the works so that I can kind of stockpile some videos, and then it'll give me time to read Goodnight Boon Boon. And the first Let's Talk About that I'm doing this year is going to be about Hitomi-chan is Shy with Strangers. And this is a really cute manga, though there are parts of it that are kind of suggestive, as you can see from there, and she has big boobs, which they really emphasize quite a bit in the series, and it's supposed to be for like 13-year-olds and up, which is kind of random to me considering how much they emphasize her chest. Otherwise, I really like it. This is pretty much Gomi Can't Communicate, except this girl is like terrifying to people. Let me see, I want to show you. Yeah, so she can be like really terrifying to people. Like she has like sharp teeth, but she's actually like a really sweet girl, and I really like it a lot. I need to finish this second volume, and then I'm gonna do my, well, Let's Talk About Die Dark Volume 3. I have not started this yet, but I have read the first 2 volumes, and I love the series. Once I finish this volume, I'm going to do a video about the whole series up until this point, up until the point of this volume. So I plan on reading this pretty soon. I'm currently reading Hell's Paradise Volume 2. That's a digital version, so I mean I don't even really count that. It's not a physical volume. Got Chainsaw Man Volume 8. I don't want to show you too much from here because of spoilers, and I don't know how far you guys are in this story yet. I've read the whole thing myself, and I love it, and I'm trying to read the whole thing over again, and I'll probably end up reading it again, and then I'm gonna do a Chainsaw Man video. I'm really excited to do a overall Chainsaw Man video collector talking about the whole part 1, and hopefully I'll be able to get it out before part 2 comes out, because part 2 is supposed to be out sometime this year. I really recommend the series if you've never read it. It is bonkers. I actually have 2 videos on my channel about Chainsaw Man. I'll link the why you should read in the description in case you guys want to check it out and maybe you want a second opinion before reading it. But I highly recommend it. It is up to volume 8. I think volume 9 is around the corner. Yeah, I think volume 9 is like around the corner. So yeah, hopefully you will check out Chainsaw Man. I think this came out the same day as Chainsaw Man volume 8. This is Gaiju number 8 by Naoya Matsumoto, and I did a video about this volume, about this first volume. I'm reading the second volume now online. The physical second volume is not out yet, sadly, but I really highly recommend the series. It's so much fun. It's like reminds me a little bit of like Fire Force. Reminds me a little bit of the creator. You know, like he also has like Soul Eater, which is before this, and I don't have any Soul Eater or Fire Force, sadly. But those are both great series, and this is a Shonen Jump title. It's a lot of fun. I would definitely recommend it if you like Gaiju and or body horror type stuff. Even though it's not really a horror, it's more like comedy, but it kind of reminded me of Franz Kafka's The Metamorphosis, and this guy's, the lead character's name is even Kafka. His name is Kafka Hibino, but yeah, his name is Kafka. So that's a nice nod to Franz Kafka. Yeah, as you can tell, I'm kind of like trying to speed run this haul video at my card. There's only so much space left on my card, and because I'm still editing my other video, so I'm trying to not kill myself, not trying to kill my card and fill it up completely until I've edited the other video. The other video is almost like 50 minutes long, so I'm trying to like edit it and then I'll whittle it down later. I have all of Platinum, not all of, that's a lie. I have the first 6 volumes of Platinum End. So yeah, I just got this. I haven't read it yet, but once I read it, I plan on doing a video about it. You probably just heard that loud noise in the background. There's volume 2. I started watching the manga and it kind of piqued my interest, so I started to read it. I bought it on Mercari. I bought somebody's collection on Mercari. Actually, I bought 2 collections on Mercari. One of them was volumes 1 and 2, and then I bought somebody's volumes 1 through 6, even though I only really needed, I just wanted, I don't even, to be honest with you, I can't remember how the hell I came by it at this point. I'm like kind of full of shit, but this volume right here is kind of difficult to get my hands on, and if I ended up getting this through someone else's collection, and now I have volumes 1 through 6. I was going to try to get the rest of it just to kind of finish up the whole set. I think there's like 12 or so volumes, but I don't want to, I'm completely out of space on my shelves. If you watched my video, you'll see that like I was almost completely out of space, and now I'm officially completely out of space, and I'm trying to sell off some of the surplus manga that I have, just because like I know some of it I'm never going to get around to. And I like the series enough. This is the same dude that did Death Note, and you pretty much, like, there's people that are about to either commit suicide or are gonna die or whatever, they're sick, and they get a second chance at life, and they get these red arrows. They get, I think some people, you get red arrows, or you get red arrows and white arrows, and you can use those arrows to influence other people. If you get the red arrows, you can use those to like influence people. I think you can influence up to like 30 people at once or something like that. And then if you have the white arrows, you can fucking kill people with those. And there's this game to become a god, essentially. And there's a bunch of people that are involved in this game to try to become a god. And this dude's pretty much the villain. He's a psychopath. And I like the anime. I like how fun the anime is, and like it's kind of edgy, you know what I mean, but it is what it is. And I've enjoyed it, so I wanted to check out the source material and see how much different it is, because you know how sometimes things will be a little bit different in the manga than they are in the way they are in the anime. So yeah, like I have the first 6 volumes, and hopefully I'll get through these soon so I can start buying the other ones. because some of these volumes are actually not super duper easy to get your hands on, and I kind of hate having to hunt down volumes of stuff and end up paying way more money than I should just because I'm that person and I need to have everything in a set. All right, I now own volumes 3. Yeah, that was creepy. Volumes 3, 4, and 5 of Raw Hero. Let's put these in order. 3, 5. I haven't read any of Raw Hero yet. I have volumes. Fan my face because it's hot as shit. Volumes 3 through 5 of Raw Hero. I still have no idea what the hell this series is about. I think it involves cell phones and they're all playing some game. They're racing to a goal like that movie Rat Race. I had volumes 1 and 2 prior to this. Volume 1 I think is like $50 now. So I don't remember when I got it, but I'm lucky that I got it when I did. This is the same dude that did Prison School. It's the same dude that did Prison School. Same guy that wrote this series, and I still haven't read the series, but I will soon, I promise. I'm saving it for when I have more subs. I'm saving that series for like when I have like a bigger sub count, just because it's gonna take me so long to get through 14 fucking volumes. Even Goodnight Poon Poon, I'm like, fuck dude, I'm gonna make this video and no one's gonna watch it. But I mean, that hasn't stopped me yet. You know what I mean? I do these things because I want to, not because I expect praise or anything like that. And you shouldn't do anything just because you expect praise. Just do things because you want to, and that's kind of like my philosophy in just everything. But, you know, I'm kind of stepping away from the whole point of this thing. Yeah, so I have no idea what the whole series is about yet, but I do want to read it, and I'm collecting everything. I even have the 6th volume ordered. So I hope that I really enjoy it. This is Akira Hiramoto's current, I think he's currently writing this. I don't know if he wrote it years ago and it's just now being translated into English, as happens to be the case with pretty much everything. Like, I know Parasite was written in like the fucking 90s and didn't get serialized in English until like, what, the 2000s? Alright, so I have almost all of Inyo Asano's Dead Demons Destruction. This is volume, 4? I have volumes 1 through 3 on the shelf down below. They're at the bottom of my shelf. This is volume 5 right here. 6, 7, 8, and 9. Volume 10 is also out, but I have not picked it up yet. I know the series is about aliens or something like that. I have not read it yet. I don't know why I keep collecting stuff that I have no idea when the hell I'm going to read. Oh, you know why I do it? Because if I don't collect it now, then it sells out, and then I have to pay somebody $50. That is like the most passive-aggressive thing I've said yet. But it's true, dude. If you like sleep on things, you'll end up having to pay an arm and a leg later. I think I paid like $25 for the first volume of the series, just because it's so hard to come by, and it's kind of insane, and you know, like, ridiculous how that happens with manga. So like, even though like I'm not going to read certain volumes of things for a long time, I just buy them because I'm worried that I'm going to end up, you know, falling in love with the series, and then later on it's going to be damn near impossible to get the whole thing. So I don't know, like, the thing that kind of kills me is I don't know if I want to wait until after Goodnight Poon Poon to start this series, or if I just want to start it and just kind of like read it in the background, and then maybe I'll do a let's talk about the first volume and then kind of see where that goes. But I do want to read this thing. I might end up just picking up the 10th volume just for the hell of it, just to have all currently released volumes. I know volume 11 is coming out in the next month or two, if not this month, maybe like February, I'm not sure. So this one kind of bums me out a little bit. I made proclamations in my last video, which I think was the overall video, my whole collection video, that I had the rest of this on the way. And while I have, in a sense, completed my 20th Century Boys collection by Urasawa, I am still missing the second volume of 20th Century Boys, and I have 9 through 11 here. I just put them backwards. But yeah, 9 through 11. I still actually need 21st Century Boys, but I'm not too worried about that one. I'm gonna end up picking that one up next pay week, but I thought I was gonna have the whole series. I ordered volume 2 from someone and I waited like a month for them to ship it, and then they never shipped it, so I ended up just getting my money back. It was literally a whole month that I waited, and I thought I had it, and it turned out that they were never going to ship it to me, and that was really heartbreaking. So now I'm back to square one with that, and it really fucking sucks because I have everything except for that and 21st Century Boys. But like I said, 21st Century Boys I'm not super duper stressed about because that's like really easy to get, and I could get it anywhere. But I am gonna get it next week just in case. I don't want to have to hunt that one down as well, though. The hunt for Volume 2 has recommenced, and it sucks, dude, because I was so excited. I was like, yes, I have all of 20th Century Boys now, man, and it felt so good. And I was going to start it. I was actually going to start 20th Century Boys, and that was going to be one of my next videos. I was going to go through the whole fucking series, but now I know I don't have Volume 2. It slipped through my fingers, and my heart is eternally broken. But it does suck, man, because like 20th Century Boys is so lauded. I mean, I also ordered the first volume of Pluto, so that's gonna initiate a whole new hunt for me to like track down all volumes of Urasawa's Pluto. And the premise for that sounds really cool, about androids being fucking killed. It kind of reminds me of Alan Moore's The Watchmen. Alright, so this is the last one for my haul. This is Junji Ito's Deserter. This dropped in December. This is a collection of older Ito stories. So I don't know what else he's got coming out next. I still need Love Sickness. I need to get Love Sickness, and I need another volume of Uzumaki. I had Uzumaki, but I gave it to my nephew. And actually, over this Christmas, I bought two volumes of manga for him. I bought him a volume of Smashed and one of Shiver. So yeah, I bought him Smashed and Shiver. He's like 17, but he's getting into manga, and I kind of hope that he's a writer, and I kind of hope that maybe he'll be influenced by it, and that'll push him to do something, because he's still really young, and I kind of want him to go to college and do something creative, and that would be so cool to see him, do something with that. And if I could push in any way, shape, or form, help push him in a good direction, in the right direction, that would be cool. So yeah, this is all like older Ito stories. I haven't started this yet, and I really want to like kind of collect all of his works together and then just read it all in one go and do a big Junji Ito video -- like profile after I've read everything that he has, and reread the stuff of his that I've already read, just to kind of do like a big video. And I was kind of hoping to do that this year. I knew I mentioned it before, and I said it was going to take maybe like a year or more for me to do that video, just because I have so much shit that I'm trying to work on between actually working a job that is the one that pays me, and I'm taking more time away from that job. I'm taking an extra day off, which I'm allowed to do, because it's an option that I have, because I work like 60 something hours a week. So like I'm allowed to take an extra day off from doing that, and I'm gonna use that extra day off to try to focus more on this channel and read more manga, so that I can continue to do videos for this channel, because I've become attached to it. Even though like I said, this doesn't really get the stuff that I do doesn't really get a lot of views, but that doesn't matter. What matters is that I enjoy doing this, and it makes me happy. It fills a void that needs filling, and going into 22, I have a lot of high hopes, and seeing where this strange road will go, and I hope that you will join me. And that was my haul. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I know I kind of rambled a little bit, but I did keep it a little bit short. I talked about 29 volumes in less than 29 minutes, so that feels like a feat. I think the last one I rambled for much longer. I hope you'll stick with me through the new year. Please sub to the channel. You do not have to if you don't want to, but I would appreciate it if you did, if you hung out with me and stick around and let's see where this year takes us all. And take care. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. It means the absolute world to me. until next time.
How you feel when you sippin' on drip in the whip? Haters talking shit, but I stay rollin' lit. Stay holding splits, man, I crave poppin' pills. Sluggish on the drink, bitch, I'm chugging refills.